Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology, and today I am going to cover a very different kind of topic. Many people come to me and ask me what exactly is the purpose of our life? What is our life goal? What is it that our soul wants to attain? Okay, so in this video I will explain how we can understand our life goal just by knowing one house in Vedic astrology, and this house is the mysterious 8th house, which is also a Dushtasthana and a Moksha. So towards the end of this video you will really be surprised by the importance the 8th house plays in our life. It is not simply a Dushtasthana. There are many more attributes of the 8th house, which in fact help us attain moksha and also define the work that we must do in this life to get that moksha. Om Shri Ramaya Namaha. Now let us look at this sample horoscope. Assume that the person is born with the Mesh Lagna or the Aries ascendant. That is, the sign of Mesh or Aries is his first house, and it is the sign rising on the eastern horizon at the time of his birth. So for a person born with the Mesh Lagna or the Aries ascendant, his 8th house is the sign of Scorpio or Vrishik. Now what does the 8th house denote? The 8th house denotes accidents, it denotes inheritance, it denotes hidden things, it denotes buried things, it denotes secrets, it also denotes the wealth that we secretly get, which is not earned by us actually. The 8th house is also the house of longevity. It is the house of sudden upheaval, sudden changes, and therefore it is also the house of transformation. It is the house that signifies the change from death to birth and birth to death. And therefore it is a mystic house. It represents all the dark things that we don't want in our lives, such as accidents, surgeries, okay, inherited wealth, secrets, affairs, etc. All that can be seen through the 8th house. So now your next question will be, this is actually a bad house, a Dushtasthana. How can this house define the purpose of my life? How will I know my life purpose just by looking at this house? Now to understand this, we need to understand the other moksha houses. Okay, so in Vedic astrology, the houses 4, 8 and 12 are known as moksha houses. Now let me tell you the signification of the 4th house. Now in this example, the 4th house is the sign of Kark or Cancer, okay, which is ruled by the moon in this case, and the 4th house is the house of comforts, it is the house of luxury, it is the house of our peace, happiness, our mother. Okay, the motherly love that you get is also seen from the 4th house. The property that you get, that is seen from the 4th house. So in a way, the 4th house is what we accumulate in our life. It is the house of accumulations. It is the house of our accumulated wealth, which also includes real estate, property, motherly love, etc. Let us now look at the 12th house. Okay, the 12th house is the last house in the zodiac belt in this example. So it is the sign of Meen in this example, or the sign of Pisces. Right now, what does the 12th house represent? The 12th house represents expenditure. Okay, that is, it represents letting go of your money. It represents hospitalization. It represents isolation. It represents monasteries. It represents isolated places, distant lands. Okay, so the 12th house is actually the house where you let go of things. It is also known as the house of liberation or moksha, because this house tells us to let go of things. Okay, so it is the house of expenses where you let go of money. When you get an illness again, you let go of your physical health, you let go of your money, you go into hospitals, you go into such isolated places. Okay, so the 12th house is also a moksha sthana or a house of liberation. So the nature of the 12th house is the exact opposite of the 4th house. In the 4th house, you are accumulating all the comforts. Okay, you are accumulating property, you are accumulating motherly love, you are accumulating cars, you are accumulating houses. So it is the house of accumulation, whereas the 12th house, you are letting go of all these things. Your money is getting expended, you are getting hospitalized, you are getting isolated, you are moving to distant lands. Okay, so the 12th house is the exact opposite of the 4th house in nature. Now, to move from the 4th house to the 12th house, okay, what is needed? A transformation is needed within you. And which house brings about this transformation? It is the 8th house. The 8th house is the central house between the 4th house and the 12th house. Mathematically, it is 12 plus 4 divided by 2, that is 16 divided by 2. You reach the 8th house. Also, the 8th house is 5th from the 4th house and the 12th house is 5th from the 8th house. So, the 8th house is the center between the 4th house and the 12th house, and it is the 8th house that balances the 4th house and the 12th house. Now, because the 8th house is 5th from the 4th house, it represents the knowledge that is a consequence of the 4th house. So, when you start accumulating property, when you start accumulating wealth, over a period of time, you realize that these things slowly lose their meaning. Okay, and you gradually now want to move towards moksha or liberation, that is, you now want to move towards the 12th house. And thus, the 8th house is the gateway between the 4th house and the 12th house. And what is the real purpose of our soul? The real purpose of the soul is to attain the Supreme Being, to attain moksha, to become one with the Supreme Being. And this goal can be attained only through the 8th house. So that is the real purpose of your life. That is the real goal of your life. But now, how do I know what I should do to reach there? That is, to reach the point where I will get moksha. Okay, this can be seen by the placement of the 8th lord in the horoscope. Okay, so now let me explain this step by step. In this example, the 8th house is the house of Vrishik or Scorpio, which is ruled by Mangal, okay, or Mars. So you have to see where Mangal or Mars is placed in this horoscope. Now you can see that in this case, the 8th lord, that is Mangal or Mars, is placed in the 2nd house of Taurus. What does the 2nd house signify? 2nd house signifies sustenance. It is the food that you eat. It is the wealth that you earn. And therefore, wherever the 8th lord is placed, you must provide charity and help in that area. And when you do this, you move closer towards moksha, that is, you move towards the 12th house. So when the 8th lord is placed in the 2nd house, what it means is you should help people by providing them food to eat, that is, provide food to the hungry people. Okay, you might see beggars on the street who have not eaten for days together. Help such people. Okay, and the more you help such people, the more you will move closer towards God. Okay, and it will help you to attain the real purpose of your soul as well as your materialistic life goals. Now, what happens when the 8th lord is placed in the 1st house? Say now, instead of being placed in Taurus, Mangal was placed in the Mesh Rashi. Okay, so when the 8th lord is placed in the 1st house, what is the 8th all about? It is about accidents, it is about surgeries, it is about injuries. Okay, so when the 8th lord is placed in the 1st house, God is telling you, go and help those people who are met with accidents, who need blood, okay, who are undergoing surgeries. So in this case, you should go forward and do blood donations voluntarily. Okay, Help those who have lost their arms, who have lost their limbs financially. Okay, help the injured people, help those who cannot afford surgeries. Go and help these people in hospitals. Do donations for these people, and this will take you one step closer towards moksha. That is, you will easily attain moksha, as well as you will attain your materialistic goals once you start doing this regularly. Now, if the eighth lord was placed in the third house, say in the sign of Gemini, Mangal is placed, okay, what should you do? The third house represents your siblings, it represents your brothers and sisters, it represents your immediate neighbors. So go and help these people, help your siblings in any way you can, okay, help your neighbors in any way you can, and that will take you closer to God. It will also help you attain your materialistic goal. If the eighth lord is placed in the fourth house, say in this example, Mars being the eighth lord is placed in the sign of Kark or Cancer. Fourth house represents your own mother, okay, it represents mother-like figures, it represents families. So instead of helping individuals, go and help families in need, okay, help the families of poor people who are in need, and that will serve your sole purpose. And once you start doing this, you will see wealth starts coming to you, and your materialistic goals are also fulfilled. So the eighth house, which actually is a Dushtasthana, is telling you what you should do, what kind of service you should do to attain your life goal. Now when the eighth lord is placed in the fifth house, in this example, say Mangal is placed in the Simha Rashi, which is the fifth house, what should you do? Fifth house represents children, right? In this world, there are many orphans, okay, who are in need of help. So go and help in orphanages, offer your help to orphanages, offer your help to children in orphanages. If your financial situation permits, try and adopt a child also, okay. So when the eighth lord is placed in the fifth house, this is the direction which your soul must go in to get moksha. This is the direction in which you should put your actions. Now if the eighth lord is placed in the sixth house, say in this example, Mangal, who is the eighth lord, is placed in the sign of Kanya. Okay, what is the sixth house all about? It is about conflicts, it is about disputes, okay, it is about legal issues. So there are poor people who are trapped in legal cases, who cannot afford high lawyer fees. Go and help such people. Okay, sixth house is also the house of animals, stray animals. Okay, so you can help stray dogs, you can feed them. Okay, that also helps you in a big way. Because when the eighth lord goes in the sixth house, it forms something called as Viparit Rajyog, wherein you benefit from the destruction of your enemies. Okay, and if you do service to stray animals such as dogs, okay, you help people trapped in legal conflicts, you pay the legal fees, etc. for these people, then this Viparit Rajyog actually manifests in your horoscope. Okay, and you will attain your materialistic goal as well as move closer towards the 12th house or moksha. When the 8th lord is placed in the 8th house, again try and help your in-laws. Okay, because the 8th house also represents in-laws. Try and help those people who have undergone accidents, surgeries financially. Okay, and that will take you closer to your life goal. If the 8th lord is placed in the 9th house is the house of dharma, it is the house of righteousness, it is the house of higher learning. So help poor people attain higher learning, help them attain a higher education. Okay, and help your gurus who may have become poor, help your teachers who may have become poor. Okay, and this will take you closer to your life goal as well as to moksha. If the 8th lord is placed in the 10th house is the house of status, recognition, career, profession, etc. Okay, so for people who are struggling in their careers, okay, for people who don't have jobs and you have the capacity to give them a job, go ahead and do that. Or if you cannot do this, at least help someone with his studies. Help a poor student who is struggling with his studies, buy books for him. Okay, help him financially in any way you can, help him in his career, and that will take you closer to God. If the eighth lord is placed in the 11th house, 11th house is the friend circle, it represents our social network. So go all out to help your friends in any way you can. Okay, and that will take you closer to God. If the eighth lord, say Mangal in this example, is placed in the 12th house of Meen or Pisces, okay, the 12th house represents hospitalization, it represents isolation, it represents monasteries. So in this case, what should be your life goal? Your life goal should be to help people who are hospitalized, okay, to help build monasteries, to help build temples, to help people who are financially struggling, because 12th house is also the house of loss. So if a person has lost a near and dear one, go and comfort him, help him, okay, and help the people who are in hospitals, okay, who are hospitalized, who are in jails, okay, go and help these people. And this is the sole purpose which you should attain in case your 8th lord is placed in the 12th house, and that takes you closer to moksha. So friends, you can see that the placement of the 8th lord in any house in your horoscope tells you the exact area where you need to provide service in order to attain your materialistic life goals, as well as to get moksha at the end of natural life. And this is the real significance of the 8th house, something which no one ever tells you. Okay, and this tells you what exactly should be your soul direction. Okay, your soul direction should be to serve in the area where the 8th lord is placed, and that helps you attain your materialistic goals as well as your spiritual goals. So friends, if you like this video, please mark it as liked on YouTube. You can click the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel Kamath Astrology if you have not done so before, so that when we add new videos, you are automatically notified. The subscription is free and there is no charge. For any queries, email us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com. You can also reach us through our website astroseva.tripod.com, or download our mobile application Kamath Astrology on Google Play Store. So friends, thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you soon shortly with another video. Till then, bye, stay home, stay safe.